Hey football heads, this is Anne and welcome to part 6 of Helga's Cheese Festival. I hope you guys enjoyed Christmas. My Christmas was super duper awesome, so I had a little surprise for you. So if you hover your cursor over the quality options for this video, you will now notice that not only can you watch this video in 720p, you can also watch it in glorious 1080p. I got a brand new computer for Christmas, so I'm super excited to be sharing more high quality content just for you. Now, Helga's Cheese Festival won't be significantly impacted by this change, but you can enjoy the full crispness of Wolf's Angel 17's artwork, which is just simply amazing. However, my Sims 4 Hey Arnold style Let's Play will be impacted significantly, so I recommend that you check out the latest video when that comes out, which should be sometime this week, I hope. Anyway, are you guys excited for part 6? Will Arnold really like this new side of Helga, this new nicer side of her? Well, let's hope so. Let's get started. When I arrive home, I call Phoebe on her cell. I needed to see her ASAP. Knowing her, I wouldn't have to wait too long. Helga. There you are, Phoebe. Take a seat. I've got some news. I then proceed to explain everything that had happened the last day and a half. Explain how I was seriously ready to tell Arnold my feelings, so long as he kinda sorta made the first move. So how do you think I'm doing, Phoebes? Any advice? My only suggestion would be maybe try to be you more, with just a pinch of nice? Okay. Well, thanks, Phoebes. Glad we had this chat. Did it actually happen? I don't have to forget it? Yeah, this time it did. Alright, I'll see you later then. Oh, Phoebe, you're an awesome friend. Somehow between then and now, I wound up taking a rather long nap. And when I got up, it was nearly sunset. Weird as it was, I find myself filled with energy. Well, more antsy than energetic really. And I wanted to see Arnold. Sad thing was I had no reason. I couldn't just walk over and ask him to, hang out or something. Could I? I threw the blanket off my legs and swung my feet to the floor. I mean, I did kind of hang out with him today already, but forget this, I'm gonna go for it. I grabbed my earbuds and iPhone and devised a plan of action. Something like, I was just strolling by, want to go for a walk? Simple, to the point. And if he said no, I would be crushed. But I could take it. So after cleaning myself up, off I went. My heart had been a fast-paced drum the entire walk. I even tried singing aloud to the songs that played into my ears, but all that gave me was strange looks. And when I saw the boarding house come into view, my heart froze in my chest. And not because of nerves. Oh my, I did so enjoy those cheeseburgers. God damn it, Lila. And this time I'm gonna say her name right. It's Lila, right? Lila, not Leela, Lila. God damn it, Lila. And those sundaes were quite tasty. Sure they were, Lila. Sure they were. Yeah, definitely. Almost like I was an animal suddenly afraid. I ducked into the alley and waited and watched. You know, you were missed in class today. Oh yeah? Why yes, just ever so much. Whatever were you possibly doing? She giggled and I felt like throwing up. I was with someone. I had forgotten how to breathe. Oh. She looked so disappointed. I couldn't help the wicked grin that spread across my face. Who? He smiled and looked away. You probably won't believe me. Goodness, Arnold, I'm sure I will. I hung out with Helga today. Really? Well, that sounds lovely. Even I could tell she was lying. But Arnold didn't seem to notice. The moron. You know, it's like I've always said. When she puts down that front she always has up. I really like... That aside... Oh my god, Lila. Lila. This is gonna be the end of me, seriously. I could have killed her. Was he just going to confess he liked me? I mean, even if it was only as a friend, it was something. A little glimmer of hope. I had a wonderful time on our date. Suddenly, I had felt like the world had broken into pieces. Whoa, look at his face. Haha. It's like, what? Date? She leaned in and brushed her lips against his cheek before walking off. But not before. Oh, Arnold, you should probably let Helga know she doesn't need to hide in the alley anymore. No need to be so silly. What? He quickly turned to face me and didn't look at all that happy. Damn. Ta-ta for now, Arnold. Helga. For a minute, I don't know what to do. I didn't know what to do. Maybe if I got as close to the wall as I could, I'd just disappear into it. No, that wasn't going to happen. I just don't want to, interrupt you two. What was the point of trying to save face now? He was already dating Lila. Lila! Oh my gosh. Lila! Oh my god. For every knuckle, I say her name wrong. Yeah, well, hiding and eavesdropping isn't exactly what I'd call polite either. I wasn't eavesdropping. I was watching. That doesn't make it any better. Fine, look, I'm sorry. Didn't mean to ruin the end of your date. Date? What are you acting dumb for, Arnold? I saw her kiss you. No, that was just... Wait, why am I explaining myself to you? Yeah, why was he? How the hell should I know? You feel guilty for it? What? I didn't even know what I was saying anymore. I was jealous. We may have been friends now, but I wanted more. And he just did not. I don't know how I feel. Excuse me? He looked away, his expression troubled. I don't know what to think anymore. About you, about me, everything. It's driving me crazy. You are driving me crazy. So basically, you're mad at me for being nicer to you? Is that it? 'Cause it's easier being a bitch, let me tell you. No, damn it, that isn't what I'm saying at all. I let out a small gasp, unused to the way he was speaking to me. But I didn't back down, no. I think I just got worse. Then what the hell are you saying, you idiot? Do you honestly think I can understand this nonsense you're spewing all over me? Quit beating around it and just tell me. Like you can't talk. Oh wow, that's a really harsh picture of Arnold. He looks so upset, so frustrated. What? Nice 1 minute, and then a completely horrible person the next. That one hurt. Why do you do that? Why can't you just be honest? Why can't you, for even one day, be the person you really are? Because I'm scared. I covered my mouth as if I could catch the words before they flew away. And suddenly, Arnold wasn't so angry anymore. What are you scared of? I should go. There was too much said. I didn't know what to do. Fine. His voice was like ice. All I wanted to do was be your friend, and you're making that impossible. Wow. Guys, that was intense. Without another word, he slammed his front door behind, going inside, and I nearly collapsed on the sidewalk. I felt like crawling into a hole and dying. Never had Arnold and I fought that badly. Never. When I get home, I lock myself in my room and pull out one of my pink books. It was my normal routine. I was trying to fall back into some normalcy, but I can't think of anything to write. Where did this writer's block come from? I hold my pen to my paper and wait, but nothing. What is wrong with me? I doubt I'm going to sleep very well tonight. Oh, Helga. Girl! So I guess Arnold doesn't like the nicer side of Helga? When I got up the next morning, I decided it's best if I just push what happened the day before way back into my mind. I got up out of my bed and went through my normal morning routine. As boring as that was, and as I went downstairs for breakfast and was not surprised to find there was none. Why do I even bother looking? As I left the house, per usual, there was Phoebe. The look on her face was ever curious as to how my scheme, if that was the word for it, was going. Sad thing was, even I wasn't sure anymore. Morning, Helga. Morning, Phoebes. How is your plan going? There's a bit of hope and joy in her voice. I wish I could respond with the same tone. I wonder. What? Nothing. It's going fine, no problems. For some reason, I can't be honest with her. I felt like I could barely be honest with myself. But I did decide if I saw him, I would try to make things better. I had to. I had to explain anxiety got the best of me. Explain that fear and doubt were the cause of my explosion, and that in no way whatsoever did he deserve it. And because of that, because of all my serious thoughts to myself, the walk to school was filled mostly with silence. I feel my throat close up tight when I catch sight of him. I want to rush over and apologize, but my legs won't move. Instead, he just looks at me. No smile, no wave, just looks at me. Then runs off. Wow, it's so cold. Knowing him, I would guess he was rushing to get to class. That was what I kept telling myself anyway. Helga? What a goody two-shoes. Rushing off to class. We should hurry too, Helga. Huh? Oh yeah, right. When I walked into class, it felt as if my feet were made of lead. I took my seat behind him and tried to speak, but any noise I made sounded hollow, empty. Sorry about that. Almost unreal. I was scared. I was always scared. And before I knew it, class had ended. Oh. And Arnold rushed out without a word. Again. Most of the day seemed to go the same way. When lunch finally came around, I had finally worked up enough nerve to apologize for everything. And when I stood face to face to that reality, it seemed like I had a lot of explaining to do. Okay, I see. But when I took a glance around the room, I couldn't find him anywhere. Helga, do you want to sit over here? Sit over there? I can barely even hear her. My eyes scanned the cafeteria once, twice, but I still couldn't find him. And it felt like someone was squeezing my heart in their hand. I almost feel like a zombie as I sit down next to Phoebe at the table. She made polite Phoebe-like chit-chat while I try my best to answer. And I try to eat, but it all kind of feels hopeless now. It felt like if it had been before, I would have come up with some type of incredible scheme to get my way, but this time I didn't know what to do. I had come so far, and now, why was everything crashing in on itself? Why did this always have to happen to me? Can't something ever go right? Ever? And so, like I was saying, huh? Helga, you weren't listening at all, were you? No, Phoebe, I'm sorry. Helga, what's wrong? You've been acting rather strange since this morning. I just shrugged my shoulders. It's probably nothing. I guess I'm overthinking it or something. Overthinking? What are you overthinking, Helga? I let out a long, defeated sigh. Why Arnold isn't here? Oh, Helga, you can't possibly think he's avoiding you. You said things were going well between you two only yesterday. I know what I said, but something happened after that and... Arnold and I got into a fight. You get into fights all the time. I tried to glare, but my eyes must have looked too sad to be convincing. Because Phoebe saw right through it. How bad was it? Bad. Oh no. At first they caught me spying on him and Lila. Lila. Guys, this is terrible. Lila. He was with Lila. I nodded my head. She said they were on a date. So anything I told them was in jealousy, obviously. I mean, I've been trying so hard, and all she has to do is swing her braid around and all the boys just want to jump her bones. Ugh. I pulled out my pigtails until they fell out, my hair flowing to my back in 2 swoops. I didn't even care anymore. I think you're right, Phoebe. What? She sounded unsure, so I tried to explain myself. Maybe I should just stop obsessing over him. Maybe I'll be happier if I just move on and find someone new. If anyone will take me, that is. I think I was wrong, Helga. What? Do you know what I'd do if you'd asked me to stop thinking about Gerald? Well, I'd be pretty upset. I love him. So? Don't you love Arnold too? You know that I do. So I was wrong, Helga. You don't just try and forget someone you love until the very end. And quite frankly, I still think you can keep going. I was sure my eyes had gotten wide hearing Phoebe's words of encouragement. Wow, thanks, Phoebes. No problem. What are best friends for? Yeah, you're right. So Helga, what are you gonna do? I know I should keep going. No, I want to keep going. I want to apologize. Right, of course. I shook my head. But he's already with Lila. Lila. What's the point? Did he say he was with Lila? Well, no. I don't think you can do anything until you talk to him. Sitting around here moping is only going to make you worse. Her words stung, but I knew they were the truth. I had a feeling she even saw me flinch. You're too smart, Phoebes. I know. So I'll talk to him as soon as I see him. The crappy thing was, I didn't see him the entire rest of the day. And even though I did want to, even though I knew I should keep fighting until the end, I felt like it was all over. And as soon as the final bell rang, I'm gone. I just run as fast as I can, hoping the pain in my chest will be pushed away by the sting in my lungs. And once again, without meaning to, I end up at these damn fairgrounds. Why? Why do I always end up here? I scream up towards the sky. Are you trying to torture me? Well, you know what? I hope it rains tomorrow. I hope this whole damn place floods and no one can have a good time. They can all sit at home and be miserable. Just like me. Just like Helga? Why is he here? How do we always end up finding each other? Always. Was he looking for me? When I turn and look at him, my heart quickens. Football head. And I can't control my mouth. What are you doing following me around all the time? I've already got one stalker. I don't need another one. Especially if it's you. So just go. So you're still acting this way, huh? Acting like what? What was it again? That's right, a completely horrible person. Guess that's just me. Gonna say something, football head? It was like you weren't even listening yesterday. Oh no, I heard every single freaking word. I felt a shudder of pain mixed with anger rush through my whole being. It was getting hard to stand. Then can't you understand I'm trying here? So am I. It's like... Well, for a minute I got dizzy. I had to grab onto something to keep straight. Oh no, Helga! It was like Arnold completely forgot we were even fighting. Take it easy. Strong hands grab onto my shoulders and lead me towards a bench. The world started to even out again. Are you okay now? Really, I'm okay. It was just a lot. Arnold takes a seat beside me. His body goes somewhat slack as if all that tense pressure from before has faded away. A lot of what? He finally asks, his voice slightly quiet. A lot of everything, I guess. It's just, I've been trying so hard, and I feel like it's for nothing. Trying hard? What for? To be nicer? I don't know. As bad as I can be at trying, it's just... My words felt lost, but I had to keep going. I don't hate you. I felt like I really needed to say that. I know. Yeah? Even if you made it hard for me to want to try, I want to be your friend. No, wait. What is he? I'm sorry. That I wasn't expecting. What? I sounded too weak. Why the hell are you sorry? Why do I do this to myself? I didn't talk to you today. Pretty much ignored you. That was because I thought that was what you wanted. Why would I ever want that ever? Because when you ran off yesterday, when I slammed the door on you, he seems almost ashamed of himself, but there was no reason for it. It felt like I should just give up. Oh. I mean, why was I trying so hard when all you ever do is snap back at me? I knew you were trying to be better though, but I got frustrated. So I'm sorry. You're sorry? But it was my fault. Really, Arnold? You don't have to be the better person all the time. I know, but no. He gave me a questioning look. Let me be a better person at least once. Arnold, I'm sorry for everything. And I meant it. Everything? Yes, everything. Every time I was mean for no reason, for bullying you and hurting you. And for yesterday, 'cause I was... What? I felt my cheeks grow warm. I was jealous, okay? He seemed honestly surprised. Jealous over Lila and me? Yeah, be shocked or whatever. I didn't know you guys were dating, so... Wait, what? Yesterday, Lila said she had a nice time on your date. That doesn't mean we're That doesn't mean we're together, Helga. Sorry about that. You aren't? Yeah, I haven't liked Lila like that for like that in a while. Oh my gosh, I'm adding words. I felt completely stunned. Oh. Wait a minute. Suddenly he looked away, almost as if he was shy. You like me, right? Oh my god, I was such an idiot. What? Who said that? I didn't say that. What a moment. But I don't hate you. I felt like it needed to be repeated. Well, as long as you don't hate me. It looked as if his little football head was coming up with a plan. About the festival tomorrow. Well, why don't I pick you up and we can meet Gerald and Phoebe there? Oh, like a double date or something? Yeah. Okay. Great. I'll see you tomorrow at 7 then, okay? Yeah, okay. He gave a quick wave and then off he went. So I was going on a date with Arnold. It seems like things actually did go my way. So have you made up? What? I turn around and catch Lila standing behind me smiling. Oh, Lila. Lila. I could have socked her right then and there. Yeah, we made up. No thanks to you. Thank goodness. What? I was so worried, just ever so worried. Wait, I'm confused. Don't you like Arnold too? Why, of course not, Helga. He's a dear friend, just like you are. I still don't get it. It's quite simple, actually. It doesn't seem like it is. I just felt like you needed a little bit of a push. You're the type of person who does well under pressure, I believe. Rather than, wait 1 minute. Just how sick are you thinking making us fight would? It's not that I wanted you to fight. I just felt like maybe if you were a bit more honest with him? Fine, I get that. But how is this any of your business? Contrary to what you might think, Helga, I do consider myself your friend. For a moment I was speechless. Well, now you and Arnold are one step closer together. I feel like it was a plan well accomplished. She seemed rather proud of herself. I don't really know what to say. You don't have to say anything. Though it was quite hard being so mean-spirited. I smiled despite myself. It gets easier with practice. I'll have to take your word for it. Oh, so Lila was actually... I see. There was a beat of silence. So he's taking you to the cheese festival? Huh? Oh yeah. What are you going to wear? My eyes got wide. I have no idea. Lila laughed. I'm ever so sure we'll find something. She rushed behind me and pushed my back out of the fairgrounds to who knows where. This is gonna be one weird friendship, I know it. Lila's actually a nice person. I always thought, and I got this from the series, that Lila was like the ultimate, Arnold Helga shipper, but our Arnold Helga shipper in the series. Just my opinion. As I finally head home after that long, strange day, I realized it's the first time in a long time I actually felt, well, pretty happy. When I reach my room, I take my phone out of my bag and call Phoebe. So it looks like it's going to be a double date at the festival. Really, Helga? That's great. I'm so excited for you. Yeah, thanks, Phoebes. Phoebes. Now I'm unnaturally calling her Phoebes. Haha, thanks, Phoebe. I'm excited too. By the time midnight rolls around, hours closer to the festival, I finally find my muse again. Arnold, my love, it may finally be. Could you too feel the same for me? I write and write, filled with inspiration until I drift off to sleep. Is this final day? Final day! April 28th! Double date with Phoebes and Gerald. Awesome. When I woke up the next morning, I was thrilled. I glanced at my alarm clock. 8 hours, my love would be... In 8 hours, my love could... Oh my gosh, what's wrong with me? In 8 hours, my love would come here looking for me. My coulds and woulds. Ugh. Ready to take me to the festival. I made a move towards my window and threw open my curtains. Nothing was going to ruin my day. Sure, it was a double date, but it was better than nothing. The only downside, I had no idea what to do with myself. I got up out of bed and moved towards my closet, pulling out the outfit I had bought the day before. Well, that's something done at least. After another minute of lost thought, I sit down at my vanity and stare at my face. Of course, I just got up, so I didn't exactly look my best, but I was more curious as to what I should do with it tonight. I opened the drawer and pulled out the various makeup kits I had, and barely ever wore. Ugh, I used to be better at this. After a minute of being completely frozen, I got up. Shower first. Other things later, much later. I spent most of the day trying to find things to take off my mind about the evening. Sorry, guys. Watching TV, trying to write, read, but most of it was in vain, and in the end, I was still nervous as hell. At least the sun had come out sometime during the day. I mean, sure, Phoebe was going to be there, but it still felt like so much more than just a usual hangout. And Arnold was going to be here any minute now. Only minutes? Sitting on the edge of my bed, I tapped my foot nervously before finally getting up. Holding onto the railing for dear life, I made my way downstairs and sat on the first step, watching the door. Even if he was late, I wasn't going to snipe or be rude. Well, at least I was going to try. Pulling my phone out of my bag, I watched as 6:59 became 7, and my eyes flashed to the door. Nothing. 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 And then finally, a knock on the door. Moving faster than I thought I could, I throw open the door and smile at him, and he smiles right back. You ready to go? Even though he told me he would be here, I'm still surprised to see him. So instead of answering him, I simply nod my head, wanting to do nothing that could break the fantasy. He steps aside and motions for me to walk out first, and I do so, hearing him close my front door for me. Well, it's finally here. He mumbles this more to himself than to me, so I give no reply. Gerald told me to meet him and Phoebe by the foot? Ugh, why did I say foot? Gerald told me to meet him and Phoebe by the food tables when we get there. I silently nod my head again. I'm afraid my big mouth is gonna screw this up for me. What could happen? For a few more minutes we walk in complete silence. But then Arnold suddenly stops me. And I'm gonna cut this part right here, football heads. I hope you guys enjoyed part 6. What could happen on their date? Well, it is technically a double date. But it's still exciting to see what could happen. Because, you know, anything can happen. And since this is the true ending, let's see what could happen. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, subscribe, and comment if you enjoyed. And I hope to see you guys on my next Let's Play. Till then, I'll see you guys later. Cheers!